Assalamualaikum. We continue with part 4, SOCSO. So this video will explain about the initiative of SOCSO in improving social security among its members. In Actually, there are many initiatives and efforts taken by SOCSO from time to time, to improve the social security conditions, to help to provide the welfare for the SOCSO members. So the first one is by having and establishing the free health screening program for SOCSO members or employees who attain age 40-year-old. Previously, SOCSO will give employees in form of voucher, but now everything is digitalized, so for better access. This health screening program is when every SOCSO members reach age of 40-year-old, so they can get free health screening program. So that with this health screening program, they can do the health screening, medical check, with the what we call main, for example, like sugar level, blood pressure, and etc. So this is very important because to identify high risk group of employees with NCD and to cultivate healthy lifestyle, to detect NCD at the early stage and to prevent the reduction of loss of income due to NCD faced by the SOCSO members. This is the examples of the voucher, as you can see before, and it is the examples of the posters related to free health screening program. Again, prevention is always better than cure, so that's why this actually health screening program is actually for prevention, so that we know our health condition at early stage at 40-year-old. But again, because not everyone has awareness to do medical checkup at their own expense. Many people will feel like they feel so reluctant to check their what we call to do the medical checkup because they're so afraid to know whether they are healthy or not healthy, live in denial. So by providing these programs also can help their members to detect if there's any health problem at early stage. This slide is very important. This is about return to work program. This is to show a very significant program established by SOCSO RTW, return to work program. SOCSO has taken further step instead of just providing rehabilitation program that we have discussed in part of the benefits under employment injury scheme and also invalidity scheme, which is a rehabilitation program. But now they're also coming out with this what we call return to work program. So this return to work program is very important because to benefit a number of people by having a positive influence on injured employees and also any existing compensation. This is actually the idea how you can back how to make sure that the employees can back on their feet again after what we call the serious injuries or disease, for example, provided that you are still actually productive, meaning to say that you can still go forward is possible. So it comes from with a four method. The first one is you can come back to work with same position. For example, like if you injured because of if you're injured, for example, your broken leg, an arm or something like that, but then if you still can continue with your current job, your current position, then you can come back to work, with same position after you undergo for the rehabilitation program. The second one is you can also come back to work, but maybe you go for different position. For example, like if you lose your eyesight, for example, then maybe you cannot do what we call the previous job that you have done, previous position that you have done before, but maybe you can do different position. For example, like you can become a telephonist, for example, which not require you to to perform such duties. And then the third one, you can also work with other organization which can fit to your current disabilities or current limitation. So maybe that's the reason why so play a very important role to find other organization that can collaborate and can provide job for specific group or specific individuals, according to their disabilities and limitation. The fourth one is maybe you can go for self-employed. So this one, so rehabilitation center, under return to work program, they can train the employees to be self-sustained or self-independent. So for example, like you can do small medium scale of activities. For example, like repairing the electronic device, for example, yeah, and do any other job like, you know, traditional, something like that. Yeah, so this is the thing that maybe you can that you can do, so that it can help the employees to what we call generate your own income, so that you can continue your life. So SOCSO has won actually, yeah, several and few prestigious global award because of this return to work program, yeah, and it is among the pioneer in ASEAN countries to establish this program, yeah. So other countries, social security institution, and organization from other countries always came to our country and to visit SOCSO to benchmark with what we call our model and return to work program, yeah, because the idea is to make sure that people can still continue their life, yeah, so not self dependent to SOCSO compensation only, but then you can you know, generate your own income, yeah, by come back to work, or maybe you can you know, do what we call a small scale of in a business, like, you know, self-employed. Another remarkable step taken by SOCSO is to establish employment insurance system. Yeah, but please don't confuse EIS, Employment Injury Scheme, and EIS, Employment Insurance System. So be careful with that. Yeah, so Employment Insurance System is part of unemployment benefits. Yeah, sometimes it is also called as interim assistance or interim benefits. Yeah, this is to comply with Convention 102 minimum social security, which we have discussed in chapter 3 before. Yeah, so it is actually to assist workers who lost the job. Yeah, this program introduced by SOCSO started in 2018. Yeah, so the amount of 600 ringgit monthly cash, so allowance for a maximum of 3 months, meaning to say that once you are retrenched, because the qualifying conditions on your right side, you can read that. Yeah, loss of employment, loss of jobs, forced resignation, firm close, PSS, employees breach of in terms of contract, for example. Yeah, resignation due to sexual harassment, meaning to say that you are harassed by others, so then you resign from job, yeah, and then you're also entitled to get this what we call employment insurance system. And then if you have this issue or face this problem, yeah, so if you quit from job or you be terminated because of this what we call reasons, yeah, so will give you 600 ringgit monthly cash for maximum of 3 months only. Yeah, so the employment service assistant also provided by SOCSO, because SOCSO will help you to find another job, yeah, which help affected job workers to find another job. Yeah, but again, you have to register with Job Malaysia gov.my, and also to JobStreet. Yeah, so the small table down there, yeah, you can see the contribution, yeah, the contribution of scheme insurance pekerjaan, SIP, or employment insurance system in English. Yeah, so 0.2% only per month, and also 0.2% from the employer. Yeah, so there will be a few contribution if you notice. Yeah, so EIS and IPS is another contribution, and now employment insurance system is another contribution, but again, this is very very minimum compared to what you're gonna get, yeah, if anything happened to you. So these are the flyers about interim assistance. Please read by yourself lah, inshallah, no problem about this. Next, SOCSO latest initiative is about social protection for foreign workers. Yeah, effective in 2019, all foreign workers will be covered under SOCSO. Yeah, previously SOCSO or Social Security for foreign workers are covered under Workmen Compensation Act. So under Workmen Compensation Act, everything is actually covered. Not to say covered. Actually, the responsibility is actually for the employers, because the employers need to purchase insurance for every foreign workers. But now SOCSO is taking place this responsibility. Yeah, so the contribution is only coming from the employer. So if you can see from this slide, the employer need to contribute 1.25% every month for each foreign worker in the company. Yeah, so and again, you have to understand that this coverage is only for employment injury scheme and not invalidity pension. On your right side is the various benefits or compensation available for foreign workers in the case of anything happen to them. The requirement also more or less the same like eligibility requirement, like in what called EIS, Employment Injury Scheme. But I think this is better. Yeah, maybe we can discuss about this in our lecture, in our tutorial. The last part for this chapter, we will talk about the issues and trends in SOCSO. Yeah, so the first one about increasing costs. Increasing costs here means in providing the benefits. Yeah, in providing the benefit, because SOCSO provide rehabilitation benefits, and also in terms of the medical costs, and for example like operation. Yeah, if you suffer from disease, for example, if you continuously receiving the what we call medical treatment from the hospital or clinic, then there will be the cost borne by SOCSO. So again, you have to relate with chapter 4. We talk about financing social security. We have about short and long terms financing social security. What about because it will also definitely affect in terms of the long term, yeah, especially when we give what we call the dependence benefits, the survivors benefits, etc. Yeah, the second one is about pressures from mass media. If you read the mass media right now, even in Twitter, yeah, even in social media, Facebook, etc., there's lots of people are free, the netizens are free to say anything about the organization. Sometimes even sometimes the information is not quite true, it's not quite valid, not quite accurate. Yeah, so sometimes the critics on the late procedures and etc., this will definitely tarnish the image of SOCSO as well. Yeah, the third one is about pressures from trade unions and NGO, especially MTUC, Malaysian Trade Union Congress, because MTUC always asking for more and better benefits for the employees. Yeah, for example, long ago they talk about SOCSO should actually return the employees contribution if nothing happened to the employees, number one. Yeah, and also sorry, MTC also argue that we need to cover to provide benefit for foreign workers. So now it's already there. And then also MTUC argue about the adequacy of the benefits available and the procedure, always talking about that. Yeah, because the gap and etc. Okay, and then fraudulent claims. Yeah, it's still happening, but we reduce a lot actually. Yeah, but it has been decreased over time. Previously, sometimes people falsify the document, and so and sometimes to the extent previously in early late 1990s and 2000, even sometimes people they cut their fingers sometimes just to get the SOCSO benefits, to the extent. Yeah, so these are the issues that we have to be taken care by SOCSO. Yeah, increase the quantum of the benefits. The adequacy of benefits is very important. Yeah, so I think we talk about this. Yeah, the adequacy of them in terms of how much amount that you receive every month for you yourself and for your dependents, in terms of the cost to be paid. Yeah, and many more. Yeah, so these are the things. Yeah, and delay for payment. This is about when I mention delay for payments, we talk about the process and procedures. Yeah, it is very tedious, we understand this, because it requires a certain time, certain duration of time actually for you to process the claim, to get to submit the claim, and then to be called for interview, and to go for medical checkup, and then you have to go for the medical, also medical board, because also medical board is the one who need to validate the extent, the percentage or the degree of your, for example, like invalidity, and for the whether it is a permanent disablement and etc. But the issue is about the gap between the process and the debt received. Yeah, so this is the issue. The last one is about digitalization. Yeah, some lead to delay, because see what happened in coverage to coverage in COVID. So prihatin wage subsidy program and employment retention program right now. Yeah, because issues sometimes they not see what coming in actually. Yeah, so but good thing is digitalization also good, because it simplifies the process. It help the employer to check and to monitor, even to check and monitor the contribution schedule and many more. Yeah. Okay, that's all for chapter 5C. Yeah, so this is a topic for tutorial that we can discuss. Maybe we can talk about SOCSO for e-hailing, awareness, and also role and initiative of SOCSO during pandemic COVID-19 in Malaysia. With that, thank you very much everyone. See you in the next chapter. Bye.